Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kaylana. On this channel, I will share some of my experiences as it relates to nursing, give you some tips and tricks, maybe a little bit of helpful info. And starting in January, I will be vlogging my experience as an SRNA, aka student registered nurse anesthetist. So this video was long awaited. I don't know if you all were waiting on it, but I was, because this is basically gonna be kind of like my first vlog style video. So this is going to be a series. I'm gonna give you all an update. I'm gonna tell you where I'm going next, and I'm going to basically kind of show you what I did in Miami and kind of do day in the life of me as a travel nurse. In this particular video, I'm going to show you where I stayed. If any of that interests you, please consider subscribing, hit the notification bell so that you don't miss a single video, because going forward, I am going to be sharing my experience on my next assignment. And again, I'll tell you where I'm going shortly. And then closer to January, you'll see my preparation as it pertains to me becoming an SRNA. I don't know, for whatever reason that just brought you here to this channel today, I'm glad to have you. So again, if any of this interests you, please continue watching, hit the subscription bell, and here we go. What do you think about when it comes to Miami? Probably, you know, a tropical city, big tall buildings, South Beach, beautiful people, lovely beaches. Collins, Ocean Drive might ring a bell. Might do bikinis and luxury vehicles, designer brands and luxurious shopping. High rises. Yeah, that's what comes to mind when I think about Miami too. But that's not where I stayed. So if you watched my last video, then you know how I found this assignment. Where I was staying was like rural Miami. Who knew? I mean, we had open pastures, we had cows, we had roosters walking across the street, and I ended up finding where I was staying, which was a mobile home, on Furnished Finder. So let me say that there is nothing wrong with living in a mobile home. My purpose was saving money because, as some of you know, I will be starting school in January. I won't be able to work for 3 years, and it's important that I have kind of like a nest egg. I made all the decisions to kind of have this experience in Miami, but I enjoyed myself. But I found this place on Furnished Finder, and if I had have stayed in the cheapest hotel that I could find, I still would have been paying $100 a day. So for the length of time that I stayed in Miami, I would have paid, I think, like $4,600 for the 6 weeks plus like 4 or 5 extra days that I decided to stay at the end of my contract. And that was fine. Yes, I totally could have afforded it, but I wanted to save money. So I stayed at this location that I'm about to show you all, and I paid $1,200 a month. The room was clean, it was quiet. Most of the time, despite the fact having 2 roommates, I did get along with one of the roommates. The other roommate I didn't really see too often, and it's probably for the best, because as you all know, roommate situations can get pretty interesting. So it was definitely an experience, but it was pleasant nonetheless. So here is the tour of where I stayed. So I paid a little bit extra, so I was able to park right in front. And as soon as you walked in, you saw the common living area. I didn't really use this because, especially in a roommate situation, I just kind of stayed to myself. But this was the main entrance, so I did pass through here every single day. But as you can see, you know, there was a dining table if we wanted to use it. There was a TV, there was a desk, and then there were some stairs that led up to, you know, the bedrooms. On the left, there was washer and dryer. You know, it was very convenient because I worked nights, so I didn't have to get all of my laundry and take it out once a week. I just kind of do it whenever I wanted to. So that was nice. And then here's one of the refrigerators. There were 2 in the home, which would come in handy if all 3 roommates were, you know, buying groceries every week and cooking. I didn't cook at all the entire time that I was there, but it was there if I needed it. Here's the kitchen. If I were to cook, you know, they had a bunch of different appliances, pots and pans, all the dishes that I needed. Here's the extra refrigerator. That is the one that I used for drinks and whatnot. But it was a fully equipped kitchen. Back there in the corner was one of the bathrooms, but I wasn't using that one because I paid extra for the main bedroom. In the main bedroom, I had a full-size queen bed, I had a desk, and I didn't ever really use the desk, but it was nice to have that option. In the back there is the bathroom. This was the door to the walk-in closet. There was a dresser, a TV if I wanted to use it, which I didn't. I had my laptop with me, and there was a fan also, which actually helped because I'm a very light sleeper, and with the fan on like medium to low, it kind of created that white noise. So if you have roommates but noise is an issue, you might want to consider a fan. Here's the bathroom. There's a full tub and shower, and there was a window, but that never became an issue. It was high enough so that, you know, I wasn't flashing everyone. You know, toilet and the sink. And here I am on travel days, so excuse the way I look. So that's basically the where I was staying in a nutshell. And I originally I didn't pay until I got there and walked around, had my keys in hand. I would be very careful about booking places to stay online sight unseen before you've even, you know, arrived, because there's a lot of scams out there, so you need to be careful. I paid for the first 2 weeks because I wasn't sure if the roommate situation was going to work for me. And then, you know, if it didn't work for 2 weeks, I could have left beforehand and I didn't lose out on that much money, or I could, you know, wait it out 2 weeks if it wasn't that bad, and then made some decisions while I was there. But it worked out, and I'm thankful for that because I saved a ton of money. So a typical day for me would be getting up around 5 p.m. It's just not how I spend my time anymore. So here I'm showing you just a variety of medications. Usually starting around 4 or 5 o'clock, I try to wrap things up, start, you know, measuring everything, whether it be the urine. So going forward, I have just accepted another assignment, and I will share with you where my next assignment is going to be. Drum roll, please.